considerably higher. This morning was about 107. Wow. So I think that's going to take a big hit on the markets as well. If I'm guessing correctly, I think that, that doesn't do well for the global markets. People do not like when the dollar is, kind of over leveraged in comparative strength to the other currencies. I did hear that the euro is doing a little bit better, with its value. So that really, is helpful for them. And I think that'll maybe do a little better. But overall, we're looking at just being really maybe to the upside on that DXY in a dramatic way. And that isn't so good. And you want to kind of have things, even keel across the board pretty much, or where people are used to being, right? What they're used to seeing. So, and I did want to talk to you guys about one other thing. A while ago, so we're seeing all these things that are happening with this new Green Deal push, right? Maybe it'll be called something else later on, but the green energy push, and this is done across the world. The World Economic Forum has talked about it, and they're saying we need to, have our carbon footprint just massively reduced by 2030, and that we're going to put trillions of dollars into it, and we are going to get it done, right? But in the process, we're watching things like Europe and Germany, just watching them take a dramatic downfall, and it is not good. When you have to have just times that you can use your washer and dryer, and your electricity is going to get shut off during the day for certain amounts of time. This is not the way the world is supposed to function. And unfortunately, I believe that we're going to start to see a lot more of this. We just heard about what was going on in the Netherlands. It's been going on for quite a few days at this point. The farmers are just raging pissed, and I don't blame them. When you are looking at, hey, how am I going to make a living? Just trying to make food for people, which seems like the most genuinely wonderful thing that you can do for the world, right? You're going to get cut off by the government and be told how much fertilizer you can use, right? Or how much nitrates you can have in the fertilizer. This is outrageous. And the fact that Sri Lanka is, they're doing the same thing. Let's shut off oil, right? Shut off oil. How are you guys going to do when we get our oil shut off, or when our, nitrates get reduced 75%? So that means quite possibly a 75% or more yield loss and 75% less food. I don't know, you guys. I'm in shock. This is happening. You guys. We are watching it in record time. It's happening very fast. I hope you guys are prepared. I really do. I hope you guys have food in order, that you start to think about what are you going to do to help take care of your family? Because some of your family members, even if if they knew things were coming, they didn't have the ability to prepare, especially older people that just didn't have the money, didn't have the time, didn't have the energy. They thought they, maybe had passed on, hopefully, before, and I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm saying that maybe they just thought that this would happen long term, like many, many years. It would take a long time to get to this point, but we're seeing that things are moving like at a record pace, and I shouldn't be surprised, but I really am. Remember, I told you a while back that I was watching the crude prices jump up. I had contacted a writer over oil.com. I wonder if she can remember that I won't put her name out there today. I'm going to ask her permission, but it's a woman, and she was a writer for oil.com, and I just asked her, do you believe that we're going to be looking at 2014 prices? Because I was watching, the charting, and in 2008 we had a huge oil crisis. 2014, oil prices are climbing again, and I'm kind of watching this Democratic administration trying to chart out, the consistencies. And she said there was no way, because the energy that was coming in was going to be from Green Deal stuff, and it was going to be fine, and there's no way that supply destruction was going to happen and this depression. So, or at least she didn't feel like it at the time. But I would like to say, I think that has shown its pace and is definitely here, and we were not prepared for it. Just like Europe wasn't prepared for it. Germany was not prepared for it. And I cannot believe that we haven't watched what's happened in these other countries and we're taking the bull by the horns. We should be doing something about it right now. We should be definitely getting in and doing our own shale like we were and doing our leases on our land. And if we have land that people are okay with running leases on, they should be allowed to do that, whether the government says so or not. If they want to run oil and make money on it, then I think that that should be their own decision. That's my personal choice on that. So I did want to ask you guys, are you guys still having the Roe versus Wade thing? I don't want to get too much into that, but you know, in California, we kind of have these cycles of people being very upset and going out to protest. And we were seeing that maybe every other weekend or something, we were getting, you know, either the Roe versus Wade or gun rights. And I won't talk about the Roe versus Wade thing because I think that's just way too much of a hot topic at this point. But I will tell you, on the gun rights, I think it is important to have your own protection and that we have a right to do that and that it is not impeded upon like it says in the Constitution, right? So I just, you know, beyond that, I know that I live around maybe a bunch of crazy people. Not every one of you are crazy in California, I should tell you that. But I've lived in Texas, I've lived in Oregon, I've lived in Vegas as well, Nevada, Henderson. Gosh, I've lived all over really. And I do come back to California because I have family members here that need my protection and my love and for me to help them. So I will be here for some time to come. But much love to you all. Hey, thank you so much, you guys, for joining the channel. And I would just tell you that it's not always easy to put the video out, but I do it because I really want people to understand what's going on with the economy. And I understand that not everyone has a full and complete picture of what's going on, just because there's so much, honest to goodness, brainwashing that happens on the mainstream media channels. And I really think that it's so important for maybe you to get another opinion on what's going on. So I would just tell you guys, if you want to put something out, please do it. Just get out there and try. And just, if you feel like you're not doing your very best, then try to do better and just keep getting better at it. And we are, you know, I think everybody's been very supportive here. I can't say everybody, but mostly everybody, you guys know. And I really appreciate that. That helps me a lot. And I would hope that you guys are maybe inspired to do the same. So that's all I had to say to you guys today. But let's see, about 6:40, I got to get in and get trading again. But much love to you all. And I'll see you all soon. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks.